Donkey Kong Country was a pretty awesome game. It had those really weird, kind of cool pseudo 3D graphics and really good soundtrack and, some pretty okay platforming. But what stood out for me, it wasn't like the big bosses or that weird beaver guy that goes, duh. It was those minecart levels, man. I really like those minecart levels. Now, the only thing wrong with this game is there isn't enough minecart levels, man. I want some more minecart levels. So one day at school I come up with the bright idea, hey, I'm just gonna make my own. I mean, it can't be that hard. All you gotta do is just draw the track, put some barrels here and there, maybe the occasional trap, and there you go, you got a DK minecart level. And so, I'm making these levels and it's fun and I'm not thinking anything of it. And then my friend comes over, because he caught a glimpse of me making these doodles one day, and he starts playing one of my levels with his finger by putting it on the paper and following the track. It's kind of the same way you'd figure out a maze, only it's Donkey Kong flavored. Now, eventually, my other friends started noticing and playing the levels, and before I knew it, I was an 11-year-old game designer. I mean, these kids were wanting me to make them levels to play in class. Now, I don't know how 6th grader economies work nowadays, but back in 1997, we didn't really deal with money since most of us didn't have much of it. Our currency was more like pencil boxes and trapper keepers and notebooks with different graphics on the front of them. You could get those from the machine for 75 cents each. And the most sought after notebook was the one that had the city skyline on the front of it, at night with a lightning bolt striking one of the buildings. If you had that notebook, it was practically like you had a $5 bill. So anyways, I start making these levels for notebooks. But if you had a lightning bolt notebook, I would tape 4 pages together and make an extra large, extra long level. So what am I going to do with all these notebooks? In case you hadn't noticed, trading is a big deal. To get what you want, you got to trade around to get people what they want. 6th grade was pretty much like a Zelda side quest. I trade a few books to get a pencil case, and then when I had enough pencil cases, I'd trade them for a trapper keeper, and then I'd trade that trapper keeper for another trapper keeper, and on until I finally got the trapper keeper color that I wanted. It was green, by the way. So, I'm doing pretty good for myself. I'm rolling in notebooks and trapper keepers over here. Until one day, this kid in my class, he wants a minecart level, but he's kind of poor in the 6th grade sense that he doesn't have notebooks or trapper keepers or pencil cases or even, like extra pencils for bartering. But he offers me a few panels of cardboard he has for some reason. And I'm a good guy, so I give him a deal. I give him one of my old levels that I had made, and I take his cardboard and I shove it in my backpack. When I get home, I'm looking at this cardboard wondering what I'm going to do with it. And that's when I get this great idea. So you see, the neighbor kid had recently bought a Nintendo 64, and I would go over to his house and play his rented copy of Star Fox 64. A lot. Like a real lot. I mean, I like the game so much, and I wished it had toys that I could play with from the game, but there wasn't any at the time. So I took this cardboard that I got from this kid, and some scissors and some tape, and a few hours later, I had built one of the planes from the game, the R-Wing. The next day, I bring it to school, and I show my best friend, and he was totally amazed. He wanted one too. So much that he offered up his Beast Wars Transformers action figure. And I'm not talking one of those dinky McDonald's Transformers. I'm talking transforms exactly like the TV show Transformers. Now this little business proposal's got me really excited. This is a big deal. So I'm all in. I'm gonna do it. But I'm not gonna give up my prototype, so I'm gonna have to make another one. But I need more cardboard. And now I'm asking around the class, but no one has any. Not even the kid who originally gave me the cardboard. He doesn't have any. For some reason, this is the rarest of the precious papers. Eventually, a girl in my class says she's going to bring me some cardboard tomorrow, the next day. Now, I'm not going to name any names in fear that she may one day somehow stumble across this video, so we're going to call her Girlface. So the next day, Girlface brings me some cardboard. I offer her a notebook and she says no. And then a pencil case, and she says no again. Just take it. You can have it. I don't need it for anything. Now, my head is spinning. Are we dating now? Is this like how boyfriend, girlfriends start? At the very least, Girlface definitely likes me. I mean, why else would she give me these less than worthless pieces of cardboard to me? For free! Now later on when I get home, I don't immediately start making the next cardboard rendition of a Star Fox jet plane, no! I don't even care about the Transformer anymore. I go to my neighbor's house and I ask his mom, "Neighbor mom, what's a good gift to give a girl?" And she walks over to her jewelry box and hands me a pair of earrings. I don't think they were expensive or anything because, I mean, well, why would you hand an 11-year-old a pair of lobe danglers that are worth anything? So I take them. And the next morning, I'm too nervous to give her the earrings. Also, my best friend is bugging me over some cardboard thing I was supposed to do. I don't know what he's going on about. But it takes almost all day to muster up the courage, and finally, during recess, I go up to Girlface. "Hi, Girlface. Thank you for the cardboard. I got you these earrings." Well, that face said it all. Also, her saying no thanks said it all. Also, the kids laughing said it all. Apparently, my keen observational skills weren't right on this one. She just wanted to be nice and, at the same time, unload some unwanted cardboard on me. Girlface went on to date some guy a year later who she eventually married, actually, later on in life. I, on the other hand, didn't have a girlfriend until I was in high school, 5 years later. As for the minecart level business, it was over by the end of the week. Everyone moved on to the next thing, which was Tamagotchis. So, the moral of the story, if a girl gives you what is practically garbage, it probably doesn't mean they want to date your face off.
1, 2, 3!